It's Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News at 5 from Luna Lending. August has been up, and now it's down on I-70 through Summit. Barely 123,000 vehicles traveled the tunnels in 3 days this weekend. That was slower than the previous weekend and the same time last year, and down almost 20,000 cars from the season high just 3 weeks ago. Summer traffic has been shrinking for 2 years now on I-70, but this summer it's been the most dramatic. In 14 weeks since Memorial Day weekend, traffic is down 4% from last year, down 7% from the recent highs of summer 2024. That's like losing 134,000 vehicles an entire weekend out on the corridor. Gas prices today are nearly $1 more than this time last year. City Market in Dillon, it's over $5 for unleaded. GasBuddy.com predicts a dubious new record. The national average could be more than $4 on Labor Day weekend for the first time ever. BIFA this past weekend was the first in 5 years without its longtime director. Tamara Nadzucci Park left Breck Create and the town back in June. Taking the reins at Breck Create as interim director is Carly McLaughlin.
In this sort of new iteration of Breck Create, we're really leaning into the local creative community. We've brought a lot of very recognizable talent, musicians, artists to town, but being able to pair that sort of talent with our also amazing local musicians and artists is an area where we really want to lean into.
McLaughlin wants the Ridge Street Arts Campus to be the new hub for local Breck creators. Thursday air stage concerts, those are just the beginning.
All those historic studios, there's a lot of opportunity to create a really bustling creative village where daily creative life is happening.
Breck Create is now searching for a new full-time executive. McLaughlin remains as interim until then. Krystal 93 celebrates 150 years of Colorado statehood every Monday this month. Today, Blair Miller at Frisco Historic Park reveals the namesake of our White River National Forest.
The area that we now recognize as Frisco and Summit County is the traditional homelands to the Ute Native Americans. And there was one specific band that called this area home. That band also was the name of the most trafficked national forest in the United States. So the White River Band of Ute were the ones that would hang out around Summit County, and they would go east to the Front Range by Colorado Springs. They would go west out into Utah, and they were comprised of the previous Yampa and Paranuche bands. And there are some historic sites near Frisco going back to about 500 years ago, right in Frisco proper, where it's a Ute hunting camp of White River. They were big game hunters, so they were looking for bighorn sheep, the elk.
White River Ute is the first clue at tomorrow's Trivia on Tap event. It's the first ever collaboration between Frisco Historic Park and Outer Range Brewery. Bring your team to Trivia on Tap at Outer Range tomorrow. Starts at 6:45. And be here next Monday for the final installment in our local history series, celebrating 150 years of Colorado. Local fire danger is high in Summit County with Stage 2 fire restrictions. A California firefighter died yesterday of a medical emergency in New Mexico fighting the Frijoles fire. In 3 weeks, that fire has burned about 15,000 acres north of Santa Fe. It's caused by lightning. Outside of Reno, the Hawk fire has burned 15,000 acres since Saturday. This one most likely started by people. It is making national and international news. 90,000 are evacuated. Homes, railroads, and cell towers now in danger. In sports, the Rockies open a home series with the Nationals tonight. And in local sports, today was opening day of golf season for the Summit High boys team at Overland Park for the Cherry Creek Invite. Sophomore Jack Tobias, he finished top 15 with a 74. The Tigers, they took 10th out of 19 teams. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.